Okay, we're ready. Okay, so good morning, everybody. My name is Enrique Liñan, and I'm here with two colleagues.
My name is Rosa María Gómez.
And my name is Brooklynn.
Okay, I'm the training manager here at POST at Peace Corps Peru, and we wanted to have this call with you to talk about language and the importance of learning Spanish language, practicing it before you arrive at POST, and what it will be like while you're here in training and after pre-service training. So as you know, we have been working with Duolingo for the past 4 weeks now, and it is basically a way for you to brush up on your Spanish skills. I know that all of you have taken Spanish courses before, so this is an opportunity for you to remember, to revisit concepts, to get in the habit of practicing the language on a daily basis. That's why we're throwing the challenges at you too, so that you can record videos or listen to music in Spanish or watch movies. There's going to be some other fun challenges for you to do. So stay tuned for that and keep practicing, please. It is very important to get into that habit of practicing the Spanish language because when you get here, you will be using it on a daily basis, right? Every single day you will have to communicate with your host family in Spanish. So we want you to practice as much as you can before. If you want some more resources, if you want some more materials, reach out to us and we'll be happy to provide that to you. And I know that some people haven't started a Facebook account or haven't joined the Facebook group because they don't have a Facebook account, and that's okay too. Our Facebook group is a way for you to interact with us here at POST, and it's okay if you don't have a Facebook account, but if you have any questions or anything, again, reach out to me by email, and we'll be happy to answer those questions for you. So please continue working on Duolingo, continue practicing your Spanish, find other resources to do that. If you have the time right now, it is the best time to start doing that. And with that, I'm gonna ask Brooklynn to share her experience learning Spanish language here.
Yeah, so good morning, guys. Like I mentioned before, my name is Brooklynn. If you guys have any questions while any of us are talking, you can also write in the chat box as part of this video. So let us know you guys are listening or, if you have any questions about what we're saying. Yeah, so to start off, I am a third-year volunteer here in Lima, and I came to Peru in June of 2014 to work as a business volunteer. And I came into Peace Corps Peru at the Spanish level of intermediate low, I believe. So I had taken Spanish in college for like a semester or two, and the very, very basics. I came in basically starting from scratch. I knew saludos, like how to say hi and my name, and that was about it, So I want to talk to you guys a little bit today about like the experience of language training and kind of what to expect throughout your process. Because now that I've been here 3 years, I'm working every single day in Lima now in like a formal business in Spanish, writing in Spanish, talking in Spanish and everything. And that was thanks to the Peace Corps training and the Peace Corps experience. So really, you will finish Peace Corps speaking really great Spanish. So don't worry about, language when you're coming in. So kind of when you get here, you'll take a placement test, and we'll talk about that in a second. But once you get here, you'll be put into a class with your peers around your same level. And during training, you'll do different activities, everything from grammar work and, vocabulary and stuff like that to practical, out in the field, talking to Peruvians, how to get a taxi, how to get from point A to B, how to shop at the market, and then all of the technical stuff that's involved in your work. And that'll be specific to whichever sector you're working in. And one of the great things about it is instead of, I feel like so many times when we try and learn a language, we get caught up in the words and the grammar and this, that, the other. And one of the great things about Peace Corps' approach to learning it, and one of the ways you'll learn the best, is through integration. So basically, it's just having the courage to put yourself out there and speak to people. If it's a random day and you're in a park, talk to the old man that's sitting there walking his dog or something, just like putting yourself out there and really trying to talk to people. because one of the nice things is Peruvians are very curious and they're very excited to meet new people. And especially once you get to your communities where it's a smaller atmosphere usually, you'll get to know everybody so quickly and they'll just be super excited to help you learn along the way. So integration is one of the biggest ways that we learn Spanish here, because from day one, you'll be living with a Peruvian host family. And so, taking the time I remember when I first got here, the very first day I was in my host family's house, and for 3 hours I sat in the kitchen and in broken Spanish and hand signals, we tried to communicate. And that's one of the best ways, your host family is there to help you do that, show you around, help you learn Spanish, and just having the courage to try is the best way to learn. So that's kind of the process of throughout the training, you'll have those classes and the chance to talk with the host family and, practical experience out in the field. And then once you get to site, there's also opportunities for tutoring. And what I had ended up doing in my site is I said, okay, I'm going to, because I wanted to start to get to know people, to start working in the business area and everything. I said, I'm going to go every day to a new school or the municipality or the NGO and just talk to one person. And that for me was a big help, because it was just taking all of that knowledge I had learned during training and slowly every day practicing a little bit with the people in my community. And it's kind of a double bonus, because you end up forming friendships and relationships with those people. And then when it comes time to start getting heavier into your sector work, you'll have those relationships with them and they'll be really excited to help you. So I guess also too, just don't be afraid to be embarrassed, because it's a funny experience when you're like probably the first extranjero, like person from another country that these people have seen, or maybe if you're a replacement volunteer, they've had a little bit more experience, but don't be afraid to just participate and say yes to things when they ask you and put yourself out there. I have some very funny stories about messing up words in Spanish and things like that literally my community talked about for the whole 2 years I was there. So it kind of becomes like a point of pride to them. They're like, oh yeah, the señorita like said this one time, and it's just like this funny conversation starter always. So I'll share one of those stories with you guys just so you can kind of get an idea. So in Peru, they have their own kind of slang, obviously. Every country has a little bit different words. And one of the ones they use is the word pata. So pata directly translates to animal leg. So not like pierna is like human leg, and pata is the leg of an animal. So when people say hi to each other, if they're like friends or whatever, I kept hearing people saying, hola, mi pata, ¿cómo estás? Or, sí, mi pata hizo eso, no sé qué. Like basically saying, my friend, But I was so confused for months and months and months hearing this word. I was like, why is everybody calling each other animal legs? I don't understand this. And so finally I asked one day one of my associates that I had been talking to over time, and I was like, what does this mean? I don't understand. Why is everyone saying this? And he explained to me that in Peru, that's like a form of saying like my friend, it's like a slang word for friend that they use a lot. So it was just, and then we laughed about it for days and days. And like I said, they told that story my entire service, and until the day I left, they were laughing about it. But yeah, that's just like a little anecdote of, an example of here to learn the language, to integrate, to do your work well, it'll come, and it'll come slowly but surely. So whatever level you're coming in at, whatever point you are in your, Spanish level language level, don't be afraid to just go for it, and put yourself out there, and don't come to Peace Corps worried about that, because the language will come, and if you need extra help, there's always tutoring. Even during training, if you need extra hours, they'll help you after classes. The goal here, all of their goal as staff, is that all of you guys go to your communities feeling confident to get started, and whatever level that is, it's perfect. And so the goal is that you succeed. So come here with an open mind, ready to learn, excited to learn. And it'll be tough during training because it's long days and lots of information. But just take it as it comes. And when you go to your community, it gets, you'll have more time to just spend time every day practicing all those things you learned in the first 3 months. So yeah, we're really excited for you guys to come. If you guys have any questions about Spanish or anything like that, feel free to ask in the box.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Brooklynn. Rosa Maria will talk to you about the language proficiency interview.
Okay. Well, hi again. That is true that Brooklyn say is I need that you have a good disposition to learn and try to prove all the things in Peru. The staff try to help you all the time too, because you, when you start, go to your site, you program tutors for you too. And I'm so happy that you come here to Peru and choose my country. I recommend you, I have a lot of recommends for you, but I need that you try to feel quiet and calm, try to think that you talk with a good friend or a Peruvian person that you know more. And this interview is the first interview, because during the PST you will have 3 interviews. But this interview is most important for us because with the result of this interview, I need to organize the language small groups for you. And I recommend that you please wait the call in a good place with good acoustic, because we need to record all the interviews. I'm so happy for this opportunity. Please, the next week is the interview. It's on 19 and 20 of July, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. And like Rosa Maria said, the first or initial language proficiency interview that happens before you guys arrive here is going to be over the phone. Most of you have used Doodle and have already scheduled your interviews. So just make sure that our interviews, I think Doodle provides you the time of according to your time zone. Okay, but we'll be calling you on Peru time. What else? What we will do after that is we will place invitees or trainees in different language classes. I know that, as you might have read, we do have Quechua language training too. And the way we do that is we usually assign volunteers or trainees to Quechua classes. We assign the ones that are at most advanced levels during the first months of pre-service training, because these people have a very good level of Spanish, so they can start learning a new language. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that this trainees will be assigned to Quechua speaking sites. It's just the very first part of pre-service training or PST. So then in week 5, when we do site assignment, then we will determine who is best suited for this one site or the other side. And then we will make arrangements, and Rosa Maria will make the changes. And then these people who started learning Quechua, they might or might not go to a Quechua speaking site.
But the site depends on the program.
And yes, program managers and program teams, they are the ones who are identifying the sites. They know the needs of those sites. Mm-hmm. They will match each trainee's skills and knowledge and attitudes to those sites. So like Quechua is one of those skills that you need to serve in a site. But if a trainee who's, say, at a novice high level of Spanish, and the program manager decides that this trainee has really good skills for this Quechua speaking site, then Rosa Maria will work with this trainee to put together a study plan for both Spanish and Quechua, and to give support during pre-service training and even after pre-service training. So do not worry about that. Again, as Brooklyn said, we are here to give you all that support from day one. Even if you feel like your Spanish language level is super low and you cannot say anything, do not worry about it, because we from day one, once you arriving in country, and we will have our orientation retreat. For those people that are very low level, Rosa, Maria, and I will meet with you, and we will talk about what we're gonna do during pre-service training to get you to the level that you need. It will require more work, full immersion, extra hours of tutoring and self-study, but you'll get there. You'll get there if you have, as you say in English, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay. And en español decimos querer es poder, right? So if you want to do it, then you'll make it happen. Okay. Así se puede, right?
And that is very true. Like, I'm thinking about the volunteers in my group who came in zero Spanish. Like, they knew how to say hola, and that was literally all. One of them ended up, I remember after her 2 years, she ended up giving this really amazing speech on the coast in one of these big towns in front of the mayor. She was holding classes for businesses. She was doing all of this and all in Spanish. And that was coming in at literally 000 Spanish level. So it'll be a really cool experience to see that too. All those people in your group who come in at a little lower level and how they finish, and they're fluent. So it's true.
Yeah, so it all depends on you, right? It all depends on what you want, on how much time and effort you put into it, and you will have time for that. Then I wanted to, as Rosa Maria said, please be ready next Wednesday and Thursday to receive our call. Some people, I know that there's some people that are not gonna be in the United States, they're gonna be traveling, and please email me if that's the case so that we can reschedule a language proficiency interview. The objective is for every single invitee to be interviewed before you get to post, because we need to arrange the language classes as Rosa Maria said. Now, finally, Marcela Trask, the country desk officer, she has been in touch with you with a lot of information and emails, and you know that she's your go-to person for all the questions that you might have about the staging event, about passports. Marcela wanted to join this call, but there were some technical issues, and she's watching the live broadcast. So if you have any questions about staging or the information, reach out to her or reach out to me. We will be sending more information. There's going to be a document that Marcela will send that's called the Bridge to Pre-Service Training, Bridge to PST. It's a document that we have put together here at Post. It has a lot of information for you. It has information about what pre-service training will be like, airport arrival, about packing, about dress code here in Peru, about laptops, insurance, mail. So all the information, all those questions that you might have right now, you'll receive that document on Monday. Marcela will send all that information. So please take your time to read that, and then reach out if you still have questions after that. We will have more, we'll continue sending you updates on Duolingo. And we'll have another conference call. That's going to be a call by sectors, and it's scheduled for the week of August 7th. Marcela Trask will send you more information about that and all the details to join the call. Okay. So, well, I haven't seen any questions from the group. So if you still have questions after this, please reach out to us. We'll be happy to answer those questions for you. Okay. ¿Algo más?
No, we're excited for you guys to come.
Yeah, all right. So thank you for watching, and nos vemos pronto.
See you.
Okay, bye.
Ya todos tenemos ya